Hey again guys, welcome to my behind the beat video for the SSERAFIM type beat I made. This one's called Rhythm. It's this beat. To those who missed it, I made a post on YouTube asking you guys which beat I should make a behind the beat video next. And a lot of you chose this beat. So stay tuned to more of my polls in the future. You'll never know if your favorite beat ends up there and you're interested in knowing what's behind the beat. Anyway, let's dive right into this beat. So some of you guys, if you watch my previous behind the beat videos, you might notice that this beat is not so crazy looking as the other beats I broke down. Not that it's simple, but this one has less sound effects, has less futuristic sounds, has less synths, has less electronic elements, because this beat focuses on organic or live elements. So we have the band, the guitars, the drums, the bass. We also have an organ here. So imagine the instruments you would see in a band. So yeah, we'll start with the drums. As I mentioned, this is mostly organic elements. And in this case, the drums are all organic elements. We have the drum kit. So yeah, it's all organic. And we also have the tambourine. You know, the round instrument with the tiny cymbals, tiny hi-hats on the side. I'll just put a photo somewhere in the screen. The reason why I put this is because the hi-hat, you know, this sound, if you hear that, there's a little. So what you can hear mainly from the hi-hats is it's just the 1, 2, 3, 4. You can barely hear those small hits in between. And I added the tambourine to fill the rhythm in between those 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's also in swing, meaning it's not perfectly in tempo. It adds life to the rhythm because it sounds human. It's not perfectly on the beat like a robot. So you can still feel that a human is playing it. Then claps to add more human feel and to add more groove to the rhythm. For comparison, let's listen to the drum kit only first, and then we'll add in the tambourine and then add in the claps so you can hear the difference. It's the drum kit on its own. Gonna add in the tambourine. You can hear that? There's a high. I'm gonna mute the tambourine. See? It sounds like a lot was lost. Now this time let's play the drum kit and the tambourine and then add the claps. The claps. So yeah, next we have the bass guitar. It has solid lows and it still punches through the mix. Next we have an electric organ. It sounds like this. It's just chords being held down, and in the chorus, still the chords being held down, but it has more movement. So the electric organ will sound familiar to some of you. It's widely used in gospel, in blues music, in soul. But to some of you who don't find it familiar, then it's normal because this instrument is not commonly used in K-pop. Because you can't just put any instrument that you feel like adding. I mean, you can if you want to, but you still have to check if the sound fits the beat, if the sound fits the other elements, if the sound fits the message or the idea of the beat, the feel, the vibe, the atmosphere. This sound is too specific. It might make your beat sound old. It might make your beat sound medieval. I don't know, maybe. It can make your beats turn into a Dracula theme. I don't know. I love this instrument, but you have to be careful. Same with other instruments, not just this one. Next, we have the rhythm guitar. It's a strummed electric guitar. If you're familiar with this beat already, then you probably already noticed that this strummed guitar is the main rhythm driver of the beat. We also have a lead guitar part. Its main purpose is to make the second verse different from the first verse. So the first verse is this one. Let's listen to all instruments. So yeah, it's just the drums and the bass, but it sounds full already. There are a lot of songs that go like this, just drums and bass, and it works already. And then this is the second verse with the electric guitar part. You can still hear the bass and the drums, but there's an added guitar already. And then we have here the arp synth. Arp means arpeggio. It means a broken chord. So, for example, this is the C chord. The C chord is made up of the C, the E, and the G. So if you play it together, it's the C major chord. Now, if I play the notes not together, not like this, if I play it one by one, it's called an arpeggio. So there are different patterns of arpeggio. Sometimes it goes up. Sometimes it starts from the top and it goes down. There are a lot of patterns to cover, but basically that's it. That's why you can hear that this synth is going up and down. So it's not a chord with the notes played at the same time. Listen to it. So it adds movement to the beat. Why did I add this? Because in the bridge, we have the bass guitar that plays like this. So it's not as groovy, as rhythmic as the verse part or the previous parts. It's not like this anymore. It's not chopped sounding. It's all long notes. And then we have the organ. It's also all long notes. That's why I thought I need to add something to contrast those long chords or long bass notes. So all together, the bridge sounds like this. So yeah, as you can hear, they go perfectly together. And before I forget to mention, so all the other instruments that we tackled a while ago, they're all organic, they're all live instruments. Yeah, as I explained in the intro. This ARP synth is the only instrument that is not organic. It's on the electronic side, but of course, I just chose a sound that's just mellow, that's just chill, and not too futuristic, because I don't want to grab the attention of the listeners. It's just there to complete the beat. It's not there to become the main point of interest, the main point of attention. That is left for the vocalists, for some of you guys. And lastly, we have some few effects here, the usual. The booms and the reverse sounds. It's not meant to be individually heard, it's just there to support the transitions. I use some sound effects to help the listeners identify that we're already in a different section. We can still identify section changes without these types of sound effects, but this is just there to give a little extra push. For example, let's listen to this part. I'll turn off the sound effects. So yeah, everyone can tell that the section already changed in that part, but listen to it with the sound effects on. Tiny details. There's a riser. There's also this sound. It's a reversed kick. So it's just a kick sound that's flipped. It's this one. It's a kick drum. Thump, thump. Now, what I did was just reversed it. Then it's a reversed kick now. It helps with the transition change. Like with the sound effects, the drums also play an important role in helping people identify transitions. This beat is a perfect example for that. The second half of the intro. Now this is the verse. Now, Aside from the instruments that stopped playing, can you tell what part of the beat made you realize that, oh, this is the verse already, this is the next section already? Yeah, it's a drum fill. It's that guy, it's the drum fill. So this is what it sounds like without the drum fill. Probably most people can tell that the section changed, but compared to one with the fill, right before the section change, you can already think, there's gonna be a section change because of that fill that started before the section change. This beat is full of fills, so I just suggest you listen to it again and then identify the fills. The fills play a very important role in this beat, especially because even though there are differences in the bass and drums for each section, most of the time the differences are not so obvious. So that's why the fills will help the listeners identify that the section already changed. Pre-chorus. Chorus. So yeah, what else to mention in this beat? Yeah, the bridge. As you can see here, the bridge is the only part where the drums rest. The rest of the song, the drums are being played. The intro and the verse, pre-chorus. There are changes in the dynamics, there are changes in the energy, but it's being played all the time. It's important to give it a rest, like what I did in the bridge, so that the song doesn't feel like it's one very, very long part. People will still identify that there are section changes. So yeah, I guess that's everything I can think of sharing with you guys about this beat. I hope you learned, I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned to my polls so we can choose which behind the beat video should I make next. And for the beat requests, always check my latest beat uploads here on YouTube, because on a lot of beats I ask for suggestions on which beat I should make next. See you guys in the next behind the beat video or any of my beat uploads. Bye.